Hi kids, really glad that you're here at Mimi's house today, and this is the day when we're going to do a cooking segment, and we like to keep things really simple and not have too many ingredients. And this is a recipe that my granddaughter Michelle told me about. In this case, we chose chocolate. Chocolate is our favorite at this house. The other cake mix is an angel food cake mix. And I whited out the name brand because I don't know that is angel food cake mix with whatever other kind of cake mix you want to put with it. So maybe right now, since strawberries are in season, you might want to use a strawberry cake mix or a white cake mix. Maybe nobody at your house likes chocolate. Well, this is a good way to have a piece of cake without having a whole big thing of cake that maybe goes to waste or nobody wants to eat right away. So what you're supposed to do is mix the two cakes together. So I did that in this bowl, and I stirred the ingredients really well so you don't see any of the chocolate cake mix and you don't see any of the angel food cake mix. And it says that you are to store this in a container that is airtight. And so I am pouring these two cake mixes that we mixed together into this container that has a really tight lid that all you have to do is go around it and make sure that it's all tight and keep in there. Now, to make your piece of cake, all you have to do is have a tablespoon, and that's usually the big spoon in your mixture of spoons, measuring spoons, and you use 3 tablespoons into a mug, a coffee mug. So there's 1, 2, 3. Okay, we've got 3 tablespoons of our cake mixture into the coffee mug, and then we go to the sink and add 2 tablespoons of water. There's our first tablespoon of water, and here's our second tablespoon. And now let me turn this water off, and we're just going to stir this up and mix it pretty well. Oh, I'm messy. I need an apron. Okay. See, it doesn't have a whole lot in there. Now you're supposed to put this in the microwave for 1 minute. And I experimented with this earlier today, and I tried it for a minute. And I think that my microwave maybe cooks a little hotter. And so I'm going to try this mug in the microwave for maybe not quite a minute, maybe about 45 or 46 seconds. Okay, this was for 45 seconds. So if you can get a view of that. Now, because I'm just going to take it out of here. I'm going to lift it out with the spoon so you can see what this cake looks like. That's your piece of cake right in this little mug. Well, because it's chocolate and chocolate is a favorite, I had to have some chocolate chips to maybe make a little bit of frosting by just pouring them on there on the cake. And because it's hot and the mug is hot, why, it's going to melt and it will kind of make a frosting for the cake. Now, if you wanted, you could maybe break up some pecans and put them in there. Or, you know, our trusty M&Ms. We like M&Ms. Or maybe you have some white chocolate chips or butterscotch chocolate chips or something else. You can, maybe you want to top it off with some ice cream or some whipped cream or some fruit. You know, you just have to get in there and use that imagination. That's the best. Okay, now that looks to me a little bit more like frosting on a cake with those melted chocolate chips on there. It looks so good, in fact, that I might have to sneak a little taste. You gotta try this. That is really good. I'm really glad you were here at Mimi's house today so I could make some cake, some chocolate cake. That was good. I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow at Mimi's house at 3 o'clock. So I'll see you then. Bye-bye.